Welcome back. In the last video, we talked about the three ways in which a function could increase. So remember we said that we could increase at an increasing rate because the slope is becoming steeper and steeper as we travel along the x-axis from left to right. We could increase at a constant rate, and we could increase at a decreasing rate. Okay, in all three scenarios, the slope or the derivative of the function is going to be positive. So you may have figured out that we could also decrease. So let's look at those scenarios. If I have a function that looks like this, I'm just going to make it up here, right? This function is decreasing because you could see it looks like it has a negative slope, but it is decreasing at an increasing rate. And why is that? Well, if I draw little approximations to the slope, right, by using little tangent lines, the tangent line here is less steep, and as I travel down the hill, it becomes more and more steep. So I am decreasing at an increasing rate. Now, I could also decrease at a constant rate, okay? I could have a linear function here. So decrease at a constant rate. And our final scenario, which you may have figured out at this point, is I could decrease at a decreasing rate. And the reason I am decreasing at a decreasing rate is if I always draw these little tangent lines to sort of approximate the slope. It helps me think about it, right? The slope up here is pretty steep, right? The rate of change, and then it gets less and less steep as I go down the hill. So I am decreasing at a decreasing rate. Again, in all three of these functions, as we walk along the x-axis from left to right, the y values are going down. And again, the fancy way to say that the y values are going down is f of x sub 1, which is a fancy way to say y, is greater than f of x sub 2. And in all three cases, the derivative is negative, okay? Okay, so in the next video, we're gonna talk about how to not only identify whether the function is increasing or decreasing, but identify the intervals on which the function is increasing or decreasing.